Hey everyone, it's time for another episode of Aria's streaming blog, and as mentioned, we're going to be talking about luck and skill. Luck is a part of skill catches your eye. Would you like to read it? Yes, I would. Some may boast about physical strength, and some may boast about magic. How many of you boast about luck? How many of you on the battlefield take luck seriously? Well, let me tell you this. That powerful one-timer, the critical hit, and the ever-so-handy defender. These skills are activated by chance and governed by luck. And what about those death blows and the various status ailments that enemies throw at you? These can actually be prevented by skills and luck. And the booby-trap treasure chests you get after winning a battle? The chance of you successfully defusing it also depends on luck. It can be said that almost every action you take in battle is affected by luck. Having read this, I hope you take luck more seriously from now on. If you do, there's no doubt that you'll emerge victorious in the wasteland. Now, all of that was talking about luck as a battle mechanic, and today I'm not talking about luck in terms of video games, not talking about luck as a combat parameter or in-game mechanic. Sorry, Nell. Wait. Wrong Nell. That Nell. Anyway, I'm sure that many streamers who are struggling to build up a following have often said, I'm just waiting for my one big break. I just need one big streamer to raid me and I'm going to be successful and famous and become the next ninja. Or maybe it was Shroud. I don't know. Whoever the big streamer du jour is these days. I don't keep up. But that's not important. What is important is the sentiment involved in that statement. When successful people are asked about what factors contributed to their success, almost always the factors given are internal. They worked hard, they made sacrifices, took risks, went without sleep, made the right connections, networked proficiently in their schooling and professional life, did the research, made the smart business plan, and recognized opportunity for success when it knocked on the door. Far less often do we hear attributions of luck. Having that opportunity knock on the door in the first place, having the resources to take advantage, being able to go to school in the first place, having a supportive family, living in a stable country. But in other contexts, we hear about the role luck plays all the time. Aspiring stars go to Hollywood, waiting tables while waiting for their big break and a chance to star in an upcoming major studio film, or seeking to get signed with a major record label. And there's no telling how many brilliant minds, the likes of Einstein, Newton, and other historical greats, never got to make their mark on the arts and sciences because they lived in the wrong time, or they didn't have the opportunities to reach their artistic or intellectual potential. Recent simulations and theoretical economic work confirms that luck plays a much bigger role than many of us might be fully comfortable admitting. An article from a couple years back, which I will link down in the description below, talks about the interaction between talent, luck, and success. There are two key conclusions from the works discussed in the article. First, the most successful people are at least somewhat more talented than average. And secondly, no amount of talent and skill can compensate for a stream of overly poor misfortune. But I think even more insightful in these papers than the ending conclusions is their definition of talent. In these papers, talent represents any intrinsic characteristic of a person that allows them to capitalize on good fortune. And therein lies the central premise of this episode. I'm not here to tell you that it's all just a game of luck and hoping for that big raid from GDQ or a $50,000 donation from Mr. B. I'm here to tell you exactly the opposite. No. You probably won't be the next big thing without some serendipity. But in order to take maximum advantage of Providence, you have to hone your skill and talent as far as possible. I know of a handful of streamers, speedrunners specifically. These speedrunners have received some massive raids from major speedrunners. 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 viewer raids. The kinds that can absolutely set someone on the path to partnership and being able to go full-time as a streamer, speedrunner, and content creator. And a few people have actually been successful. I can point to some streamers that have been in those major events. In fact, I'm one of them. I myself have been in two main event RPG Limit Break events in 2017 and 2018. Now, both of those times are pre-transition, mind you, and I promise there will be an upcoming video about that and its effect on my streaming career, hobby, And here's the thing, I didn't get a huge boost in my stream after those events. A couple dozen new followers, another regular or two. Nothing that led me to becoming a Insta Twitch partner or anything. And in my completely unscientific anecdotal experience, and those of people I know well, that's the typical experience for people who are featured in major events, who receive that massive host. Small bump in growth, few new followers, maybe another regular, but nothing life-changing. To be frank, my content, my personality, my charisma, they weren't at the level that they needed to be in order to take advantage of those eyeballs I had on stream at the time. Quite frankly, it's probably still true. And if you're stuck on 2 or 3 viewers or so on Twitch, or maybe just have a couple hundred subs on YouTube, as painful as it may be to acknowledge it, your content probably isn't good enough to make it to the major leagues just yet. I'm working on improvement, but I'd hardly say that I'm where I need to be if I want to make content creation my full-time career. So my takeaway from today's topic is that maybe it's not the case that luck is a part of skill. Perhaps it'd be more accurate to say that skill is a part of luck. But maybe it would be even more accurate to say that a part of being successful in this day and age is working to create your own luck. Or at the very least, giving yourself as many chances to be lucky as possible, and then to maximize how much you can gain out of the opportunities that you're given. Fortune, as they say, favors neither the good nor the wicked. It favors paired. Until next time, stay hydrated, my friends.